Hey everybody, now in studio, I ran across on Facebook a couple of weeks ago a project called the Humans of Lubbock. And what that is, it stems from a project that started in New York about 5 years ago called the Humans of New York. And three people who have moved to Lubbock, gone to school here in Lubbock, William Kilgore, Benjamin Jarvis, and Abigail Arroyos. They are in to talk to us about it. Thank y'all so much. I know you're so busy and it's just such a groundbreaking kind of thing, especially for West Texas. Fill us in. Now, I read that it's stories of triumph and trials and everyday people. What does that mean exactly?
Well, really, it all started from Humans in New York, and we just kind of wanted to bring the whole Humans of Project here, where we just wanted to tell the everyday story of people here in Lubbock, and in an attempt to try and break the West Texas stereotype, because someone in New York will probably ask anyone from Lubbock, it's like, do you ride a horse?
Yeah. Do you wear a cowboy hat?
Yeah, and like the majority of people don't.
No.
There are a few, but the whole point was just to try and break the stereotype of West Texas and Lubbock in general.
Now, when you say the stereotype of West Texas, I'm from Texas, but I'm not from West Texas. I've lived here about 25 years. And so, yes, the stereotypes other people may have of us in this area and Texas in general, but also maybe closed-mindedness, things that are very real in West Texas, kind of breaking through that wall a little bit. Am I on track at all?
I think it's a chance to tell so many different stories because everybody's so different here. Like, there's a lot of people who are, maybe the same kind of demographic, but we're trying to seek out those people who aren't the same as everybody else, who have different stories to tell. So the Humans of Project, spin-offs everywhere. I think that's the general concept. We're just trying to find people who are different.
Gotcha. And Lubbock really is a hub for that. I found out since I lived here, I have met some of the most unique people and unique situations as I ever have in my life. And I've lived other places besides Texas, but there is just a grand amalgamation of humanity here in West Texas and in Lubbock. Can y'all give us a quick example when you're talking about trials and triumph, people that maybe normally wouldn't have their stories told? Can you give us a quick example?
One of the couple things that just ran into a lady at McDonald's. She was a World War II survivor.
Wow.
And just something my generation, Generation X, doesn't see very often,
No.
or encounters with drug lords, or even a daughter that's trying to support her family while her mom's in prison, or trying the victories over drug addiction or
Illness, all kinds of things.
all types of things. A lady that has terminal cancer, and the beautiful part of this project is we've seen feedback from our followers. Like one of the followers suggested a doctor that has healed people that have terminal cancer, and so we've seen feedback from our followers to
Gotcha.
responding to the post in that way.
Well, and I just interviewed a surgeon here in town. Y'all may know him, Dr. John Thomas, and he's a world-renowned surgeon here in Lubbock, but he also has missions all over the world and has helped tremendously in Haiti. And he goes there. In fact, he's also going back to Iraq here in just about a week and does a lot of work there in helping people get surgery they need, also get help they need in all different kinds of areas where people are suffering. And, that's happening. Will and I were talking about before we started the interview. There's human trafficking, there's suffering on all different levels, so much closer to home than we want to believe.
And I think this project is kind of a way for us to, sure, we showcase the good and the bad and ugly, but I mean, if we can help in any small way, I think that makes the whole thing worth it.
Well, what it comes down to is it doesn't matter how different we are, we're all in this together. And we can either help each other be successful or choose not to. Those are really the two choices that it comes down to. So where can people check out your work? I know you've got Facebook, Twitter, all kinds of things. Can you throw that out there real quick?
Yeah, everyone can find us on Facebook. It's just Humans of Lubbock, or facebook.com/Humans of Lubbock. You can also find us on Instagram and Twitter, both with the same handle of @Humans of Lubbock. And then also there's the website where we will be publishing a weekly podcast starting next week at humansoflubbock.com. And we have some really cool content rolling out for everyone so that everyone can get participated or join in the fun. Where we're going to start it off with, like, where are you from? We're going to have people submit a photo of where they're from, what's their story behind that, so that we can just create a stronger sense of community out here in Lubbock.
Well, and I was talking to Will, and one of the things I love about West Texas is Will isn't from here, but how did you get here? Why are you here?
Mhm.
You know, there's people from all over the world in West Texas that have a unique story about how did you land here where we have tumbleweeds and dust storms from where you were. And, you know, maybe you were in a mission field in Kenya. How the heck did you end up in Lubbock, Texas?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
very cool, very cool. And once again, I'm just going to give the website and then Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all those, of course, humansoflubbock.com is the website.
Yep. That's
Guys,
it.
thank you so much. Come back anytime that you have new progress or new stories or anything going on. I appreciate so much what you're doing.
Absolutely.
Sure,
Thank you.
Thank you.